Welcome everybody and welcome back to Rover Explorer. Now if you remember yesterday I said we bought a new toy, and there it is. The Jaguar XJ Executive 3.2 straight 6, and she's a bit of a beast. Right, I'm gonna let him walk around because he's doing now, just holding the camera, so he can walk around, show you the car. And this is how we bought it. How it looks is how we bought it. We haven't done nothing to it, no cleaning up, no nothing. We've just bought it like this. Show him around it. And we ain't finished there. We've also got a second project. There! No, I'm only kidding. Right, we got this a few days ago, local to where we live, and drives absolutely superb. The only problems we got on this car is bodywork, some interior trim, a tyre needs replacing, and we got some suspension rattle from the front, which is usually common on a Jaguar. Right, so let's get started. Let's start at the front. Right, bonnet. No lacquer peel. A few little stone chips, which we're just going to touch up. We're not going to spray the bonnet, we're just going to touch up. And any other little spots. The bumpers, we're going to take the bumpers off because it has some minor damage, some scratches. And we need to bang some of these dents out, the bits of chrome. Well, there's only one dent actually in that chrome, that'll pop out actually. And we're going to respray that bumper, put some new number plate pieces on because this is a bit poor. So we're going to do that. Alright, we'll walk around this way. Right, tyres. As you can see, the wheels, got a bit of corrosion on the wheels and up round here. So we're going to strip all this back. And I'm thinking about polishing the wheels and actually making them shine. The tyres look all good on this side. There's a bit of rust just there. You see it coming up. So we're just going to probably blend that piece in just from there. Right, door. Mirrors. The casings are absolutely in poor condition. You can get chrome ones, and they're not very dear, so I might get chrome just to dress it up a little bit. Bottom of the door. Fine, no rust on the bottom of the door. Inside the door. There you go.
Gonna take it around the other side. Get a better view.
You want to see the inside of the door, not the inside of the freaking door card. You want to see the door frame.
Oh.
Why did I bring you? Why did I bring you? You're absolutely useless, aren't you? Anyway, back to the car. Right, bottom of the door, fine. No rot anywhere around here, all solid. All the wood trim, fine. Switch gear, all fine. All the lever, as you can see, is all perfect here. Door shuts, all fine. Carpet down here, a little bit of a rip. Once all tucking back in, sorting out. If we can change the carpets or find some carpets, we will. All down here, the part. What are you doing over there? I'm over here now. Door shut. Here it's fine, apart from this little bit here. Got it in, have you? Yes. And this is why I said come around this side.
I got it in.
Right, so this is all roughly fine, apart from the odd little bits and pieces. Right, now can you get around this side? Because like, they want to see this door, not that flaming door over there. Why did I bring you? Right, bit of lacquer peel. We're not too worried about that. A little bit there, we're not too worried about that. Actual main arch is fine. Seals are all fine. Can't see any rot on the seals. Looks all okay. Inside this door, all fine. No rot, very good. Switch gear, good. Trim, good. Carpet, yet again, a bit poor, just here has been ripped. Back seat, absolutely in good condition. Backs of the seats here are all in good condition. Is that you farting or is that your leather coat?
No, that's my leather coat.
I hope so, because that's quite close to me. All the seat belts are all in good nick. As you can see, it's got the original Jaguar mats in there. Right, to the rear wing. As you can see just here, it looks like it's had a spray job because it's been touched in. There's a mark just here. We'll see if we can polish and blend that out a bit more. Scuttle panel at the rear here is very badly cracked. Bad lacquer job. And the same with the boot. That'll also need doing. Rear bumper is going to be taken off because it's had this chrome trim is had it. If we can straighten it a little bit and tidy it up a bit, we will. But we're going to take it off and repaint that anyway. It's got a tow bar, which I'm glad it's got a tow bar because now I can go back to towing my motorbike trailer when I buy a motorbike. Rear wing, this is the worst part of the car. This rear wing. It's got a dent just here. And it's all crazed up here. Crazed around there. Got a nasty scuff on the rear bumper, but like I said, we're taking them off. We're going to get all them marked out and resprayed. This tyre is the worst tyre of them all. It's worn on the side. So we do need to get a new tyre. Right, this door. Like I said, switchgear okay, wood's okay, leather all okay. Now this is the only decent bit of the carpet in the car, really. This side, this side's really good. Original mats, leather is all good. It just wants a bit of treatment put back into it to bring it back up a little bit. This is a nice piece of trim here. This one looks like hardly anybody's got in on this side because they're usually all scuffed up. This is all in pretty good nick actually. Right, door itself. There is some minor few dents down here in the panel dent. I might just leave it because if you start panel beating it or farting around with it, then we got to try and blend too much of it in. Right, this door. Like I said, the mirror on here. We're going to try and get chrome ones. I think I don't really want to bother spraying these. There's a scuff just here, and it goes along onto that one as well. This might be the only bit we might just spray on this bit. I don't think we've touched that dent on that door actually. It don't really notice that much. Right, inside the door. All the doors shut, fine. All the way around. All the wood. All down here is all good. Now the other problem we got on this side is we've got the original mats. The carpet is worn just down in there. Well, like I said, not too fussed about a carpet. The leather on this seat, very good. Got a tiny little split just coming in there. We'll see if we can get this all soaked in some leather cleaner and hopefully try and bring it all back up. Right, move to the front wing. This is the only other disappointing part of the car. Down here is some bubble of rust just here. We'll see if we can get this sorted out. If not, we'll try and get another replacement wing because it is dented just on there. It's got some few scuffs. Dent just here. And like I said, the bumpers are all badly scuffed in places which I need sorting out. Tyres are all good. Like I said, the wheels we're going to see if we can clean up and polish or whatever. Or if not, we'll just respray them. Apart from the front suspension on the driver's side is the only problem. That is quite clunky. When driving along and hitting the odd few bumps, you can hear it clunking. So we're going to get that sorted as well. Right, let's have a look inside the boot. And then we'll go to the proper interior of the car. Inside the boot, got all its carpets, CD player down in there. Now the car's had brand new coil packs put on, so that's the old ones, what the owner gave me. And he said there was nothing wrong with those. It turned out to be a spark plug in the end, what was making the car miss.
The jerry can that we could have died from.
Yeah, the jerry can, you blew yourself up. Right, take this out. And you can see inside there, it's all good, solid. Toolkit's underneath. Spare wheel. Probably flat, yeah, flat. Not very good in tread. So. There's that. Even though that's been stuck there, we've gone round some bent ass.
That's what I mean, that's what I find quite weird.
Battery's all under there. Apparently it's all brand new battery. Electric aerial works as well when you put the radio on. CD player, as far as I know, works because the last owner told me it does. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. So there's that. Need to sort all this out round the back lights because it's meant to be chrome round there, so we're going to re-chrome all this. I'm not chauffeuring you.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. Right. The other problems we got is these two don't light up very well. They're completely knackered. They want replacing. I've seen them on eBay, and there's also a kit on eBay where a guy, you send it to him and he mends it and he sends it back to you, which is good. Ashtray. Locking wheel nut in there. Cigarette lighter missing. All this is in good nick, very good nick. Gearbox, absolutely lovely. We've just tried it on that side and it works lovely. The only other problems we got with this car is when you start the car up, it's all fine. Nothing comes up on the instrument panel to say there's a fault. But as soon as you drive off, you get the anti-lock brake warning light come on, which that I need looking at. So that I need sorting. Hello. Some old deer in their Volvo having a good old look. Yeah, so that's that. What else can we say? We got headlining, which really does need doing, which is still in good nick. It just wants re-putting back up and re-gluing, not with safety pins or anything like that. Many a time I've had to do this on Jags and SD1 Rovers. We got the sunglasses. We ain't got no sunglasses, but we've got the holder. We got the map lights, which all works. That all works. I think it's the only one on this side. Now that one's now they're both working. They stopped working the other day.
They got camera shy.
They did, didn't they? Right, so that's that. The only other problem we got with this car is this driver's seat. And there he is there on the bolster. It's gone when he decides to get out of the car. So you show him that. So the bolster is gone on the side, which you need either a new seat cover or a new seat, wherever it's the cheapest really. The sponge ain't too bad, a bit worn just there and a bit worn there. What I might have to do for time being is put a bit of tape over this and then put a seat cover over, because I keep catching my jeans or my coat on it. This side is slowly starting to go as well, so which needs treating if we was to keep this cover. The bottom cover is fine. It's got a few cracks, but it's not split. It just wants some treatment before it's too late. Right, let's have a look under the bonnet. How are we on camera like?
14 minutes.
Right. And there we are, 3.2 straight 6 engine. It's all been serviced. There's not much to say about it really. They're pretty reliable engines. They just go on and on. Certainly better than the V8 model, which suffer with severe cam chamber. So that's about it. I mean, it's just looking how an engine bay should be, I suppose. It's nice, tidy, clean-ish. If you call it clean. That's strange, isn't it? Found a nut. That your nuts? Found a nut. Put that in there, which is where the toolkit's. Let me which is a shame because it would have been nice to have a toolkit. I don't know what it is with Jaguar. I don't know why they got to put so many fuse boxes. They got a fuse box here. They've got a fuse box in the boot. And there's another fuse box somewhere. But as far as I know, everything works on the car. And you got this one wipe, which I like in Jaguars now actually. From having the Series 2 and the Series 3 Jaguars, the XJs, this was a lot better. This is better actually, I reckon.
What, 11.2?
Hmm?
11.2?
What, of 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the 2, you had 2 wiper blades on the Series 2 and Series 3, and the Series 1, but I never owned a Series 1, I've only owned the Series 2 and Series 3 XJ. But with this, oh, an XJ40 I owned as well, the older one to this, that only had the one blade.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
It did, yeah, but you didn't get to really see it, because
No.
like, no sooner than I bought it, I sold it to a guy in work. Because he wanted, for some reason he wanted it, so money talks, doesn't it? So, there we are. Yeah, you know, you show them around on it, there's no rock on it at all, it's all good. We just need to suss out why we're getting the anti-lock warning light come on. It's had all brand new front shockers overs fitted. Previous owner had that done. Anti-roll bar bushes have been done, but there's still a clunking coming from the driver's side, and it's probably a ball joint or something like that. I mean, last time I had bad knocking coming from Jaguar was an XJS. I ended up redoing all the front suspension on it, stripping it all completely down, poly bushing everything. So this one might be the next. It might be a bit of fun to do this one. So more likely keep this car because it's got the tow hitch, it drives comfortably, and I can put my motorbike trailer on the back, tow my motorbikes wherever I want to go, and yeah, I think it's a lovely car actually. I think it's really nice. It drives absolutely lovely. Show them the roof. The roof's all fine. There ain't no marks or lacquer peel on the roof, but that's usually where they always go, is on the roof.
Oh, the sun's beaming down on the roof.
Sun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't much change. I mean, it was coming over dark a minute ago. I thought it was going to be down there. The bonnet shuts nice as well. I mean, all the doors shut nice. I mean, all the doors line up. There's no bad fittings. I mean, it's all fine. But we're not going to tell you what we paid for the car. It's got a good MOT. It's either June or July next year this car will need re-MOT. So it has got a good MOT. But we do need to get the tyre fixed, the seats, well, the driver's seat fixed. Headlining needs doing. We need to find out why that anti-lock brake light keeps coming on. Find out what the clunking is there. Give it another service, even though it's had one, but we'll give it another one anyway. Because it's cheap enough. I mean, I think the service kit on eBay, I think it's about £35, 36 quid. That's oil filter plugs. I mean, that's not bad really. That's quite reasonable. It's dearer than that for my P6 Rover.
Should we take them for a drive?
Yeah, we'll go for a drive in a minute. But I'm just making sure they've all had a good look round it, like, you know. You still rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still rolling. Good.
19 minutes.
19 minutes. Okay. I mean, all electric mirrors work fine. All that works. Handbrake holds. Do you know the only thing I never tried with this car when I bought it?
What?
And I made this mistake with an XJS. I went all the way over to Wells and bought a TWR XJS. And we took it for a drive. And it started drizzling with rain. And I went to put the wipers on. They didn't work.
Have you not tried the wipers yet?
No.
Should we try the wipers then?
Yeah. Because we're out and about and it looks like it's going to chuck down at any time. We'll just give it a try. And I had to drive all the way out from Wales with that XJS TWR with no windscreen wipers. That was when you came along, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Jamie.
That was the white one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a white TWR I had. Which I sold on then. Guy from Belgium bought that. Right, there we go. We got windscreen wipers. and screen wash as well. So that I'm chuffed with that actually. Because the only other car I bought where something else didn't work was that Citroen XM. The screen wash motor didn't work, and you had to take the passenger side front wing off to replace the motor.
Bit of an inconvenient place in it.
Yeah.
Does it have a rear wiper at all?
No, it's not an hatch. But everything works. Even the child safety lights, because you had to take them off.
Yeah.
Which I ought to put in the back actually with the child safety lights on. What was the other thing? There was one other thing, wasn't it? What didn't work properly? I think it was this window, wasn't it? It'd go down, but it won't go back up on the switch.
That was for the driver part.
It worked here, it didn't work there, did it?
It was working for the people in the back seat, but it wasn't working for the driver to put it back
so
up.
obviously this switch might want taking out, cleaning, put back in again.
And obviously
it went down, but it didn't go up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just that. But that all worked on that side though, wasn't it? Everything worked on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got the broken vent, and that's it.
A broken vent. He's worrying about a broken vent.
Yeah.
With everything we've got to do, and you're worried about a broken vent.
Yeah, broken vent's important.
A broken vent.
Yeah.
Really?
Health and safety, that's what mostly drives the car, you know. A little bit of knocking on the suspension, that's fine.
Yeah, we got the suspension. Which I did say to the chap when I bought the car. He obviously didn't hear it, but it was knocking. So, but I mean the car, we bought it local. I mean it was only a stone throw away from the house. I was going to go and have a look at a few more, but then if I'd bought a nice shiny one with all the work done, there'd be nothing for you lot to see, would there? I don't want to buy a perfect car. I got to buy something what needs some work, so I can entertain you. There's a squirrel over there, look, running on the path over there. Let's come over to have a look at the Jaguar, see if there's any nuts.
Oh shit, there's two of them.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to Jag. Let's leave the squirrels alone. He's collecting his nuts. Yeah, so where did we get up to? I can't remember what we're on by now. Yeah, if I'd bought a shiny one,
That was it.
there'd been nothing for you lot to be entertained over. So this is entertainment. And you're going to see me doing some work. And hopefully you get to see this little spunk bubble on the camera do some work as well. And I reckon we could just get those chrome number plates arranged, you know, go around there. Fancy chrome ones, what I bought last time.
Cramps, what was it?
I bought one on the Volvo I had, and I put a set on the Rover 800 and stuff like that. Those chrome number plate surrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would look good.
Yeah, get a couple of those. It don't matter if the chrome wears off and it goes green, because the car's green.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what happened with my Volvo. My Volvo was green. When the chromes all perished off, it went green. Matched in with the car, so. Anyway, let's take him for a spin. Come on, dear.
Getting the start up. God.
Right, you finished?
Yeah.
Can you go for a ride? I'll put your window up for you. Don't want you to get a cold or start snivelling or anything. Why did I bring you? Why did I bring you? I should have left you in bed really, shouldn't I?
I was already up.
Don't lie. Or are we going to get around here with one swing?
Yeah.
Right, let's go and put the window down just a little bit better in here. Let's go around this small village. let you through. Why do all modern cars today all look the same? Oh, come on, you're going a bit fast as well. You can come along as well. Come on. Yeah. And you're Chevrolet. Right. As you can see, the anti-lock brake is gone on again, but you can't see it because Dippy there is not showing you on the camera. And I don't suppose they can see it anyway. You've got to really lean over. There it is there, it's just come on.
Yeah, just got it in.
Got it in again. I mean, it's come on as soon as you drive off. Which might be a dirty sensor somewhere. That's what I liked about the old Jaguars, really, the old XJSs and stuff like that. We had none of that crappy sensor rubbish. You can hear that suspension knock. Yes, my stream down there. Oh. Oh, that was a bump and a half.
I think all the viewers just seen how bad our roads are.
See, that's what I love about automatic and big engine cars. Not having a small engine car now, you'll have to change that gear and act like a truck driving off again. Oh, that's somebody's driveway.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been up round here.
I just realised up north. Huh?
That's where I want to go up there. But we can't get the swing right. Oh, here we go. Show 'em an old school garage. Nice church. You can hear that clunking from that driver's side front suspension. Which these cars, I don't think they're very hard to work on. I mean, I've worked on XJSs and they're not, and XJ6s, the old ones, Series 2s and Series 3s, they're not hard to work on at all. Alright, check out this old garage here with the old Moggy Miner outside. Look at that. French A garage. The old Moggy there, look. Yeah, it's even still got these old keys in on the board lot to get them cut. That is so cool, isn't it? The old petrol pump there, look. Well, two old petrol pumps actually. That is so cool. I have come round here a couple of times and it has been actually been opened, but I don't know if it's actually just a private use or it is actually for somebody fixing motor cars today. No, like your car. Oh, you haven't got a car. Right, let's get back out of here. I'll go around this way. I think I could have gone down there, but I'll go this way.
Totally didn't try and hit the curb.
No, I didn't try and hit the curb. It's not ideal to drive a big car like this around these little roads like this actually.
Apart from the knocking, it is quite a nice drive even on these roads.
Yeah, yeah. That's because we ran out of battery power. So it's all recording now, yeah?
Yeah, it's
right.
back
Let's go for a ride again. Right. That sun's coming out now. Maybe warm up a bit today. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Range Rover or Mr. Range Rover. Okay, you alright?
Yep, clear.
Right. Yeah, it is actually quite a smooth drive. It feels nice. Yeah, it'd be good to put that on. Pull it slowly, and then it goes on. Oh dear. Right. Come on.
Yeah.
Pick up pretty well.
So what's the plan for the engine?
Well, we'll just give it a service again. It's already had one service by the previous owner, but we'll do it again. We'll give it a good clean under the engine bay. I like sparking things, unfortunately, so that rocker cover will have to come off. It's got a little bit of a tiny oil leak on the corner, so obviously the gasket is a bit worn, so we'll replace that. And I reckon it looked better polished anyway, that rocker cover, don't you? Like I've done in the Rover.
Yeah, because it's already got chrome on it, but then you won't make it too much then, would you?
Where's it got chrome? So got no chrome.
No, I mean like around the car, isn't it?
What chrome? What, the bumper?
Yeah.
The steering on this car is absolutely lovely. It is very, very smooth on the steering. Very impressed on the power output, gear change. It's very, very comfy, very smooth. I could probably do a long distance journey in this car, and I'd get out and still feel nice and refreshed, and won't feel knackered and tired. 'Cause I mean, many times I've driven like a Ford Capri or an old Cortina all the way down to Cornwall, and I've got out and I felt knackered. The only cars which I've done long distance driving in and felt fine driving, Mark 1 Granada. That was an absolute stunning car to drive. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the drive of the Mark 1 Granada, especially the coupe. I enjoy the coupe. I've had 2 coupes and a couple of saloons, but the coupe was always a nice looking Ford. The Cortina, the only one Cortina I'd say which I enjoy driving, which I reckon is a nice car, is the Mark III GXL Cortina, or a GT. That was the only other nice one. The rest of the Cortinas, Mark 4 and 5, well, they're just exactly the same. Didn't think exactly much of them actually. They always suffer with Weidbush trouble. That was the only trouble with those. Ford Escorts. I've had the Mark 1, I've had the Mark 2, I've had the Mark 3. Didn't think much of them. If I ran around town or whatever, then fine, but for, we're red. Well, why did he go through the traffic lights?
Oh no, because they go first.
Yeah, they do. He didn't. Pratt next to me just pulled out.
Did he just pull out?
He just pulled out, yeah. He thought because they were going, they you know, he could go.
What a Pratt.
Yeah, what a Pratt.
BMW driver.
No, it wasn't. It was a Mercedes driver.
Ah.
That's another car I've had. I've had Mercedes. I've had the big Mercedes, the big V8 Mercedes. Didn't think much of that either. It's like a wallaby boat, really. I mean, go around bends in it. Didn't think much of that. Didn't think much of it at all. I had 2 of those. Couldn't wait to get rid of them. 7 Series BMW. I had one of them. Not a bad car. Quite nice to drive. Comfy. Just look nice, you know, got the look to it, but just boring. I don't know what it is about a Jag, but there's something about Jags. I mean, they just, it's hard to explain. They just got something about them. And they got character, I reckon. Very expensive car, but you can guarantee something will break on it. Should they? Maybe really shouldn't. It's a bit rude of me, really. But I couldn't bother. Are you actually just filming my face?
Yeah, talking.
But they can hear me talking whilst you're filming the road or something, can't you? Why did I bring you? Why did I actually bring you?
Because I'm funny.
Funny?
Mm.
Yeah, chuckle. There's a Jag coming up now. S-Type. I'm not a really big fan of the S-Type. I nearly bought one. I actually took one for a test drive and I didn't think much of it really. It was, I think the 75 Rover had more better luxury than the S-Type Jag. I'm sorry S-Type Jag owners, but I think the Rover 75 is a lot more comfier. A lot more refined actually, depending on what model 75 you buy. But this is what this got in it is quite refined really. It's got some stuff in it. I would say it's fully loaded. It's a shame it hasn't got a sunroof. Then it'll probably leak or rust away. But you can hear that clunking from that driver's side suspension. But there's no, you know, nothing coming up through the steering wheel or anything like that, you know, or in for the brakes. I mean, it's just, it feels all fine. It'd have been easier just to turn the radio off and then sort of turn the volume down, wouldn't it? And then the electric area will go down. Well, when it wants to. Or does it work on the ignition? I can't remember.
I think it goes up on the ignition. When you turned off the car, it usually goes down. I might remember.
Do you know? I mean, I was 20 or 21 years of age when I had my first Jag, XJ6 4.2, and when I bought it from a chap in Gloucester, and I had a bit of a drive to bring it home, and the bloody thing broke down about more times than anything on the way home. There's where we went yesterday and got our sandwich. If you want a good sandwich, if you're ever in Bristol and you're approaching Yate, you want a good sandwich, that guy there gives you a really brilliant sandwich.
His name's Kevin or something, isn't it?
Kevin, yeah. Nice guy, very nice guy to speak to, everything. Cheap on prices as well. Very good sandwiches. Anyway, back to the cars. Series 2 Jag I had. Broke down umpteen times. And it was all down to something to do with the fuel pumps. When it ran on its switch itself, the fuel pumps would, after half an hour, would cut out. So when I bypassed it and put it to a 12 volt battery, the pumps would literally just stay going, and you could drive the car home wherever you wanted to drive the car, but you're running straight from a 12 volt battery. And it needed a lot of welding, so we had to take the rear subframe out because it needed new discs. Of course, they're import, like the Rover P6. Switch, I done all the welding, put it all back together, and replaced a couple of doors, what needed doing, a wing, what needed doing. The interior was fine on the car, though. That was it. You know, it was lovely interior. I needed a new windscreen. It had a small little crack in it, but at that time there wasn't no need to replace it, and even though it had a small crack in it, it wasn't an MOT failure. So I ended up buying another Jag for spare parts, and I went to ask my help, get some help from my brother to remove it, and he's having a row with his flipping missus whilst he's trying to get this windscreen out, and broke that one for me, so that went down well, didn't it? So anyway, to cut the story short, I ended up selling that car anyway. So I ended up finishing it sort of. It just needed painting, respraying. But I sold it for good money. But I never got round to finishing off those electric fuel pumps. The new owner said he knew what it was, what was wrong with it, so I let him deal with it. And I've had a few American cars, Cadillac Seville, Chevrolet Camaros, Pontiac Firebirds, Dodge truck, Pontiac Tempest, Ford Mustangs, yeah, 68 Ford fastback Mustang, piece of crap. I spent more time fixing it. A Fox body Mustang from 83, 84, that was a load of crap as well. The only ones which I reckon were any good, which I enjoyed driving in way of an American car, was a Dodge or a Chevy or a Pontiac. Anything else was just like Fords in the way of American stuff. Just needed work all the time. I had a Ford Thunderbird. That was a 68 Ford Thunderbird. That needed work. There's another one that needed so much work done to it.
What was that car that you had at your garage?
Which one? I had so many at my garage.
It was that blue one, baby blue.
Navy blue?
Baby blue.
Baby blue?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my Ford Zephyr.
Yeah.
That was a 1956 Mark II Zephyr. I had a 5-litre Mustang engine in that. Why I had to pick a Ford engine, I don't know, but I suppose because it was a Ford, I had to put a Ford engine in it. I had a 5-litre 302 Boss engine in it. And then I was using that as an everyday car to go back towards work, because at that time I bought myself a Montego. Why I bought a Montego, I don't know. I literally liked the Montego, but it was just an unreliable car. And I bought this Montego, I put a body kit on it, and then your mum had a Metro, which we sold your mum's Metro, and then your mum drove my Montego, which means then I drove the Zephyr every day to go back towards work. And then a bit later on, we thought we better put it away, keep it locked away altogether, so we put it in a garage, and that was it. We forgot about it. I just left it in the garage. And about 10, 15 years later, I can't remember how long I had that car actually, a long time, I just decided to sell it. I'm Rover for selling.
And then your Ford Capri as well?
Which Ford Capri? I had so many Ford Capris.
The one that you sold recently.
Oh, what, the 3-litre Kia?
Yeah.
Now that was a car I wish I kept. 3-litre Kia. That went to Ireland. Most of all the Ford Capris I had went to Ireland, and the Cortinas really.
But you had to
they all went to Ireland.
You had to get rid of it because the garages around ours was getting destroyed, wasn't it?
Yeah, to build houses. That was only the lock-up garages then, though. That's just where we kept everything. We had the big garage, what I had.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was costing an arm and a leg to keep. I mean, especially when I was in hospital. I mean, you were talking £500 nearly a month for rent. And if you ain't got no work coming in and you're in hospital for 6 months to a year, I mean, you know, you're not, nothing's going to happen, is it? So I mean, it's just going to stay, you know, empty. So that was it. I've had so many motor cars. I mean, when I passed my driving test, a lot of people don't believe me, but I went through in 2 years 250 cars. In about 2 years, I think it was about 2 years of me passing my test, I went through 250 cars. That's a lot of cars, isn't it? All different kinds. I had one nearly every day, a different car. And I wasn't borrowing them, I was actually buying them.
You're just selling them?
Selling them, yeah.
Buying and selling?
Yeah. I'd buy them and then one of my mates would look up and say, can I have that car? But the only car I did keep, which I actually did buy and keep for quite a long time, was the P6 Rover I had. I bought a Saab, well I bought a Rover P6 off your nan. And then she had a Saab and I quite liked the Saab. So I bought the Saab off her and part exchanged the Rover back. Which I wish I never done that. I wish I kept the Rover P6. Because the Saab, I blew up. I didn't tell your nan I was racing a Porsche 944, but I blew it up.
To get the Porsche
No, I actually wiped the Porsche clean. It was a sub turbo. I actually wiped the floor with the Porsche 944. And we were going up Tog Hill. So if anybody in Bristol knows where Tog Hill is, you know it's a steep hill.
He was going through a midlife crisis, but now you've crushed his dreams.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a Porsche, and I got rid of it straight away, really. It is a midlife crisis car. I'm sorry, people, it's a midlife crisis car. But I mean, I've had quite a lot of stuff, really, and all sorts. TR7, remember the TR7?
Blue one?
Yeah. That was a nice car. Very nice car, actually. I thought it was quite
That's
nice
the one that I wanted.
It was the one you wanted, yeah. Jamie wanted the MG, the MG midget I had.
Yeah. That was racing green as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, British Racing Green. Middle light wheels on it, brand new roof, all brand new interior fitted.
What the fuck is that?
Language. What do you mean, what is it? It's a lorry.
No, the car that went past is the Civic.
Yeah, I've had so many motor cars, really, over the years. This one I'll probably keep, actually, because it's got, like I said, it's got the tow hitch, very comfy, very smooth. It's not too bad on fuel, actually. Everybody thinks, oh, a Jag, expensive to run. It's a load of crap. I mean, I drove an XJS V12 every day backwards forwards to work. From where we live up to here, because I was working up here at the time. And that was a V12.
How much did that cost you for petrol?
Not as much as the 3 litre Capri, believe it or not. The 3 litre Capri I had drank more fuel than the Jaguar. Yeah.
And what was in the Capri?
3 litre V6. Alright, the camshaft had been changed and been modified up a bit to give it more power, but... Well, Range Rover Classic coming. I've had a fair few of those. I had a 2-door one as well. I actually enjoyed the 2-door one. But they're going up in price now. Absolutely. Getting very expensive. That was a V8.
Yeah.
A lot of people now, they buy them and they take the V8 out and put a crappy diesel in there. Still rather have the sound of a V8.
Done like a tractor engine.
Well, they did call it a Chelsea tractor. I've had a lot of Range Rovers. I do like them, just along with Jags. There's just something about them.
And there's a new Land Rover, well. Must be a Land Rover
new anymore.
There's been quite a lot of Land Rovers about today. I suppose when there's like a Land Rover meet.
Yeah, it's just weather. That, and you'll find a lot of women own them. Use it for the school run, but then again, not being funny, if you ever come to Bristol to live, you've got 20-mile-an-hour speed limits everywhere, speed bumps everywhere, you need a 4x4 to get over it all. I mean, the roads are terrible. I mean, look at the state of this. Absolutely not. How long have we been running now? Because we had to replace the batteries.
We've gone up to 48 minutes.
40, God, blimey, this is going to be the longest video clip on this Jag then, isn't it?
So I think it was 30 minutes on the last one, and now it's, well, almost 19 minutes on this one.
Bit of beans, rack bend.
But when you put your foot down,
yeah, it picks up lovely.
it just wants to go.
It wants to go, alright. I mean, that was over 50 then.
It didn't really feel like that, it felt fast, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. That was over 50. It picks up really well. To be honest with you, I think this has got a bit more oomph than that the 3.6 XJS had, you know.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it'd give it a run for its money. I mean, that XJS I had quite a few of them. Quite a few V12s and quite a few of the 3.6. But the last 3.6 XJS I had was a 5-speed manual gearbox. And I'll tell you what, the clutch on it was very heavy. Especially if you were stuck in traffic.
I bet your foot ached.
Hmm?
Did your foot ache?
Yeah, your knee does.
Your knee?
But it was a nice car. I enjoyed that XJS. That went to London, somewhere in London. I don't know where. Don't know what track got it now. I don't know. Because the guy who came and bought it off me was complete and total crap. Well, he wasn't. His mate was. I had a stack of receipts of everything I spent on that car, and I literally gave that car away. I just wanted the money back, roughly what I bought the. Well, when I sold it, it was just what I bought the car for, not all the money I spent on it as well, like the TWR body kit, the respray I'd done on the body kit, all the suspension would have been renewed, the exhaust manifolds were cracked, so I replaced those, so I had to get second-hand ones. The exhaust system was all okay, but the rear boxes I took off and put 2 cherry bomb exhaust pipes on the back to give it more of a growl. It actually sounded absolutely lovely. Your ma enjoyed driving that one.
I used to like hearing it.
Oh, she used to love driving that. And these 2 idiots, well, one idiot really, I keep calling the other one an idiot. He wasn't an idiot really, he knew what he was buying, and he knew he was getting a bargain. But his mate done my head in, and I lost the plot with him. And I don't usually lose the plot that much, but I lost the plot with that guy, and I basically told him that, yeah, go and do one, and get back in your stupid looking van and bugger off. And the guy who was buying the car actually apologised to it, to me about his mate being a dick, really, because he was arguing that I never spent all that money on doing the suspension, which if you stuck your head underneath the front of the car, you would see it had all new shocks, all new ball joints, it had all been polybushed, all new wheel bearings, new discs, new pads in the caliper, or even the calipers I'd replaced all the, seals in the calipers and did the pistons in the calipers myself. So, I mean, I done it all myself. I wanted to rebuild it, really. But it's like everything, it takes up space, too many vehicles, and I had to sell it. So the project came to an end, and I regret getting rid of that, because I absolutely loved that one more than all the other XJSs I had, actually. Even though it was only a 3.6, I actually enjoyed that one. But this one, I reckon I'll keep this, even though your brother wants this. Yeah, he wants it. When I told him...
but he's been wanting a Jag for ages, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's been after one of these. Because I told him to stay away from stuff like the V8s and stuff like that.
Yes.
Unless you're mechanically minded, and your brother's not.
Nah.
Even though he worked for Ford Motor Company, he did not work.
He was just a parts device.
Yeah, he's just a pen pusher. But now he's in the army.
Different job roles there.
Yeah. Well, he comes home this week anyway, doesn't he? Thursday's coming. I gotta go all the way down there to pick him up. Oh god, I hate the drive down there.
In the Rover, no?
Yeah, I'll take the Rover. Because I did it last time and I felt fine when I went all the way down there. Because it's a long drive all the way down there. I think when time we got home, I think it was nearly 200 miles. By the time we went down there and back again, I think I clocked up nearly 200 miles.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. We didn't do too bad on fuel neither, that Rover 75.
You said it's only a 1.8 in that.
1.8 turbo, yeah. But I mean, that MG ZT I had, that was a fast old beast, wasn't it? That was a 190. That went like stink. I mean, even when I was working, I drove a lot of high performance cars, like Mitsubishi Evos. I don't know why everybody creams their underpants over them. I really don't. I find them absolutely uncomfortable, boring as can be. It's a go fast car, that's about it. You go fast, and then it obviously wears off. It's just a boring car.
You get the people that buy them, can't handle them, they crash them.
Well, yeah. I mean, the one what Jeremy Clarkson actually test drove around the track, and if you ever see the clip, he actually hits the back of the car, and he says something, I don't know, like, oh, you can carry on going even though you hit the curb or whatever. But he actually done a lot of damage to the rear suspension of that car, because I know that because I'm the one who had to drive it. And same with all the Suzuki Swifts when they had that stupid game of football type thing.
Oh yeah.
Smashing them up. Yeah, they all came back to where I was working. I'm not saying where I was working, but it was I dealt with a lot of brand new stuff, as well as having my own garage. I mean, I worked for a company as well, which had nothing but all brand new cars, and they were coming straight off the docks. They destroyed everything. So Reliant Fox just there.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to go and find out about that Reliant Fox, because I know a hub now got a Reliant Fox. It isn't as good as that one though.
Old Persia.
Yeah, old Persia 205. I had a few of those. That's not a bad car of mine if you get the 205 GT or GTI or whatever.
Yeah. Did you have a 205 GT, did you?
Yeah, I didn't have it long though.
Oh.
I had about 2 days, sold it. That was back in younger days. I mean, that was a long time ago. Now I just like to buy stuff, old stuff again, and try and restore it.
And sell it back on or keep it?
Well, I just sell it on, not looking for profit. I'm just looking to get my money back so I can move on to the next project. But this one I'm going to keep. The Rover 800, I ain't made up my mind yet what to do about that. I mean, I haven't sussed out to keep it or sell it on. I really do like that Rover 800. I've had that a long time. I mean, I did sell it one time, and I couldn't believe the guy put it back on eBay to sell it. And I actually won it back on eBay and went down there and got it straight away. And what state it was in. I had to go across the bridge to get that. To get it back. And it was in a terrible state. Headlining was all black and I don't know what he'd done to it. But it's in better nick now after we got it back. I mean, it was just damp all entirely. I don't know what you'd done, left the window down or what, I don't know. But it's all perfect in there now. I mean, it's an absolutely lovely car. So that's a few years now. I've had that back now, really. 2, maybe 3 years now. I've had that Rover 800 back.
Yeah, about that.
Do you fall asleep then? I know
No,
you like leaning over, right? And sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself.
I was just busy trying to keep the camera steady. It's the roads.
This really could have done with a sunroof.
Yeah, it's got a big enough roof for it.
Yeah, I know.
We're up to 28 minutes now.
28 minutes.
Well, in this clip.
Wow, it's going to be a long video then, isn't it?
So it's probably going to be over an hour's worth of footage.
Of me rabbiting on about some of the cars I've owned, and you falling asleep holding the camera. And a drive round the crapple where we live.
It's got some nice back roads though.
Yeah, I mean some parts of Bristol is nice, the rest of it's crap.
And when you enter this kind of part, it's like, alright, it's a bit of a crap hole.
It's just being new houses being built on top of one another, too many. And they're all on top of one another. You open your bedroom window if you've been.
You might as well say hello to next on eBay.
Yeah, they're all on top of one another. Well, I mean, a drive on this is, you know, it feels fine. Like I said, it's just that clunking. We could suss out what that clunking is, and then I'll be happy. I mean, that's one of the jobs we'll get done first, I think. Jack it up, take the wheels off, we'll have a look, see where that clunking is coming from, or replace a few things. I know it's got an advisory on a dust cover on the ball joint, so whether or not the ball joint's completely gone now. But we'll see what type of ball joints are on this one, and how much they are. If they're not too expensive, we'll just rip it all off and redo it all. That's all it is, isn't it, along here, is roundabouts. Roundabouts and more roundabouts.
Just to break up the road, isn't it? To make you slow down.
Really? I mean, look at this. I mean, look at all this ground on the way steer. I mean, later on, they're really...
There we go. We're back.
We're back again?
Yeah. 3 parts.
3 parts. What have you done to it? What did you do to it? You broke it, didn't you?
No.
You broke it. That camera is getting a bit old now, it's getting a bit tired.
We've got over an hour's worth of footage now.
Of me driving this car.
Yeah. And talking about what you've owned.
Yeah.
And talking about Jamie, that he's not mechanically minded as well.
Yeah, I know, he's not mechanically minded. But, I mean, he's doing well in the army anyway. I mean, he comes home this week. So,
he's probably going to want to spin in this as well.
Yeah, he'll want to have a go in it. He'll want to take it for a drive. I'll let him have a little go in it.
Just moving it back and forward and
yeah, about that, yeah. Well, I did let him have a go in the 75 when I got it, mate. I let him have a go in that. He took it around the block.
You handled it right?
Yeah. I mean, he took it to work when he was working for Ford, because he used to take it out there and get an MOT for me. That saved me going to my old MOT station.
And then we seen that Facebook post, wasn't it? Of a 75, same colour as yours, on the back of a trailer.
Yeah.
So we started winding Jamie up.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Fiesta, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's now a future classic. It's like this is now becoming a future classic, these Jags. That's what people don't realise. I mean, the younger generation today, they've got their, what they call classics for themselves now. I mean, when I was young, it was all like stuff like Mark 1 Granadas, Rover P6, Capris, Cortinas, the old Cortina Mark 3. I mean, all like stuff in the 70s. It's now become a classic. It's now become really, really expensive to buy. Even some of the stuff in the 80s. I mean, I've found God knows how many SD1 Rovers, and you go to find one now or look at one, and you can guarantee it's going to be an extortionate amount of money for a basket case. Anyway, we're nearly in, so I reckon they've all seen what we've got now.
Yeah.
So let's end it there anyway. Right. Please like and subscribe if you like the video of me driving this wonderful Jag. Let me go over the lane a minute.
I better check your mirrors.
Why they got to put a bus lane right there, I don't know. Yeah, please like, subscribe, press that little bell, and hopefully the next time we do a video we'll be doing some work on the car. Probably be more likely to be on my own. Won't have a tripod. Well, he's the tripod actually. He comes cheaper. I haven't got to buy one then, he just ordered the camera. And let's get around here and make sure there's nobody crossing on the crossing. Yeah, like I said, big thank you to everybody who subscribed. Absolutely brilliant. There's John walking down with the dogs there, look. He actually took note, look.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it? He takes note on everything, doesn't he? Yeah, he'd probably look up now when we put this on tonight. He's probably one of my subscribers actually.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So he does all right. He walks the dogs all the time. Anyway, like I said, please like, subscribe, press that little bell for more future videos on the Jag. And yeah, bye bye for now.